Hello, America. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my review of Married at First Sight, Season 8, Episode 3, 2. I don't know. They said, well, my TV said it was Episode 3, but did I miss an episode? I don't fucking know. Okay. To start it off, I want to say that my website for my business is now up and running. I will leave it on the screen. I will leave it in the comments. And I will also tell you. The name of my website is Aremac Records, AREMAC Records.com. I have 2 songs available for download. These songs are free. So if you like the 2 songs that I posted on YouTube, then you are able to download those songs and enjoy them wherever you may roam. Anyway, let's get this started. For the first thing that I want to say is I know where Christian gets her hairline from. Okay. So next, Kate and Luke are about to have their wedding. Luke's mother is very emotional. Kate's mother is not having it. Kate feels weird about not having her father there, but, she could have invited him. So, it's not like, I don't know. I ain't got nothing to say. That ain't my situation, so I don't really care. They open the doors. Kate is walking down the aisle, and Luke recognizes her. This is the girl that was at the speed dating event a few weeks ago. Yeah, a few weeks ago. They look lovingly into each other's eyes. I put in my notes, they look lovingly into each other's arms. I don't know how you do that, but who knows? Maybe you do. She doesn't recognize him, of course. He recognizes her. He says that he doesn't want to spoil the moment and, say that, hey, I know you from the speed dating event. So he just, doesn't say anything. They both have written their vows for each other. I don't know how I could write vows for someone that I don't know. Without just saying, hey, I hope that you are, what the fuck is that? Without short of saying, I hope that like basic general stuff. I hope we have a good life together. I hope we get to, travel and do shit like that. I can't sit up here and just go into depth of I love you. I love spending every moment with you. I don't know you. They both seem very corny, but as their scenes were going on, I think her corniness is because Luke is corny. She doesn't know how to react to Luke because he's all, I don't know. Anyway, he said thank you after the kiss. He said thank you. Thank you for that. Thanks. For what? Marrying me? For kissing me? I don't know. They go outside, they drink their champagne. They're having small talk, but it's not like how the other couples were. He's sweating and weird and sweating, and she's just like, are you okay? And he's like, I don't understand how she doesn't, he says it in his confessional, I don't understand how she doesn't notice that it's me. Okay, well, she doesn't. So how about you stop sweating and drinking champagne and just say it? So he finally comes out. And he tells her, hey, you went to that speed dating event. And she was like, oh my gosh, that's you, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if he was angry that she went to a speed dating event, considering that, she had a possibility of getting married, or if it was like, how can you not recognize my face? I don't know. Some people remember faces, some people don't. Like I don't understand why this is a big deal, why they are so shocked that there's a possibility that they, could have met each other, considering that me and my husband, we met each other. I don't even know if we met each other. We went to the same Sunday school. His auntie, one of his aunties was best friends with my grandmother. Anyway, I don't wanna tell the third one because it's weird. But we're just really intertwined. Like, think about that. I feel like it's not weird to cross paths with the person if y'all supposed to be together or something like that. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But they go to the reception. The man says, no, they go to take the pictures. The man says, y'all's married now. And I wanted to throw myself out the window. Please. Please don't say that shit. Okay? They, are supposed to kiss, but Luke doesn't like forced intimacy. Kate, on the other hand, she ain't got all these, what am I saying? She doesn't have all these, she doesn't have any reservations, okay? She's like, I'll kiss him, but he act like he don't really want to kiss me, so I don't think I'm gonna kiss him. He kisses her on the cheek for the pictures, which is weird to me because, like, you don't like forced intimacy. You don't like to feel uncomfortable and shit like that. But you literally got married at first sight. Like, I can understand. I can understand you not, wanting to kiss her over and over again. But this is now your wife. It's you could have. I don't know. I'm just really confused. I'm really confused. They go to the reception and they start dancing. Apparently they weren't playing music because I guess it was copyrighted music. Because I was like, has anyone ever seen those videos where they show like people dancing without music, like the famous one, like the Elvis Presley one, where he just like and like you just hear it, like his foot like scraping across the floor. That's how I felt, and I was like, well, what the hell is going on? Then they go to the reception, they sit down, Kate's mother gives a toast, then they're ringing the glass, kiss, kiss. And I don't know how long they stretched that scene out for, but she was like, and he was like, you don't have to. And she was like, okay. I mean, he like, we don't have to do what they want us to do. You got married to a stranger, okay? Everything's going to be weird. Everything is going to be weird. So I don't understand why you just won't kiss the woman. Like, I'm not telling you to her, like, tongue her down or anything. A simple kiss, y'all could even kiss on the cheek. You're not going to get over this weird ass situation if you acting like this. Like, it makes no sense. His friends tell her that Luke doesn't really know how to talk all the time. He doesn't know how to communicate. So sometimes he'll just be like, and you need to ask him a little bit more questions and get that out of him. Now we understand why he couldn't open up his mouth and just say, hey, I know you, Anyway, the bridesmaids talk to him and they're like, hey, are y'all gonna have sex? And he's like, oh no, I'm just gonna sleep on the couch, blah, blah, blah. It's just, Luke seems a little bit too reserved, especially to be in this situation. How did you just get married at first sight and you are too reserved to even kiss this woman? I understand sex. I definitely understand sex, but like everything that they were talking about was just like so taboo. He just seems really awkward. Next, we see Christine and Keith. Christine is nervous, shaking, and quaking. Keith keeps saying that he's a homebody, but trying a different headspace. I don't know what I put train, and I don't know. He's been so focused on school and work that he hasn't had a time to date. Now, see, that's where I'm going to stop you now, big homie. You don't need to get married right now. You aren't in the mind space to get married. You're trying to work. You're trying to do what you need to do for yourself. So how are you going to be able to focus that time and that energy on a woman? He does look good in the suit. I don't think that he's, cute or anything, but he does look good in the suit. Her brother looks elderly. I thought that her brother was her father, but we saw the father with the hairline right here. So, and now the brother is bald. So clearly, never mind. I'm sorry. Keith's mother looks just like Keith. Well, Keith looked just like his mother. Keith goes up to hug Christine's mother, and she's a little weird to me. I don't know. That hug was just really awkward, and it didn't have to be awkward. He says he needs to be nurtured. He needs to be nurtured. Don't you like nurture a plant that's about to grow? Don't you nurture like a baby cow? Don't you nurture like a kitten? Don't you nurture like a baby human? Don't you like nurture like a puppy who's like, really tiny and small? You don't nurture a 28, 29-year-old nigga who, what? You mean nerd? Bitch, I'm not nerd. I think that they really put Christine at a disservice. Because Keith, she's walking. Her garter keeps falling down, so they open up the doors. Her garter is down. She's trying to pick it up. She's embarrassed. He sees her, but, then he's like, oh. She's like, oh, he's handsome. He's like, oh, she's, pretty. I'm very attracted to her. He's very attracted to her. They both, okay. Her hair was not the best. I feel like she could have done more to it. Or she could have like bought a wig. I know like I don't like casual hairstyles for dressy situations. Okay? I need an updo. And or, a low bun like Jasmine had. Something that's dressier to me in that situation rather than just hair falling, a bobby pin right here, and some curls. They are both spoiled, which is not gonna work. They repeat their vows, or they say their vows. He was real round mouth, like I couldn't really Like some of the words was getting lost in his big ass teeth. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I'm being really rude right now. They kiss, and the kiss was a kiss. She said it was a great kiss. I mean, it just looked like a kiss to me. They go outside to, talk and to formally meet each other. She's like, they're expecting each other's body. Oh, where'd you get this scar? Where'd you get that scar? Blah, blah, blah. She's like, I used to play sports. I'm very active. He's like, it makes me nervous that she's active because I don't like to do things like that. I don't like to work out. She asked him, do you cook? He says, I don't cook at all. She's like, not even a little bit. He's like, no. He's like, but I can clean. Listen, this situation reminds me of me and my husband, although my husband sometimes will cook. Okay. But back when we first started, I was like, I'm not ever washing the dishes. Like, ever. He was like, okay, boom. So, I would do most of the cooking. He would do most of the cleaning. But sometimes, bitch, I do the cooking and the cleaning, okay? Sometimes he do the cooking and the cleaning. You gonna have to learn how to cook, because no one, and I do mean man, woman, or child, maybe a robot, but like nobody is about to sit up here and cook for you. We got some cereal, we got some ramen noodles, we got an apple, you want an orange, you want a Hot Pocket. What else you want? You want some takeout? Bro, because if the kitchen is not clean to my standards, I'm not cooking. And he like, I don't feel like cooking. I don't feel like washing the dishes. I'm like, I'm not cooking. And then what do we eat? Hot Pockets and marshmallows. Nah, we don't. It's a joke. We don't eat that. That sounds like a gross combination. But bro, we didn't went out and got food. I just don't get how you say that you can't cook anything, because my husband isn't the best cook, and sometimes it's like, sometimes I go in there and I'll, take over. But like, you know how to fry some chicken. And I'm like, bro, go in there and fry. Like, it has to be something that you can do. You can't just be in the kitchen looking crazy. Anyway, so she's like, oh yeah, that's gonna work. That's a good trade-off. No, the fuck it's not. No, it's not. Because that nigga is not going to want to come back from work or school and clean. And you're not going to come from work and want to cook. How much money y'all got? Because y'all need to get those meal preps. Okay, that's the only way y'all relationship gonna survive. The bridesmaids say that he's, cute. The bride says that he's cute. I mean, yeah, right. They kiss in their pictures. That's literally all they did was kiss in those pictures. When they go dance, they do like a little spin, and Christine feels like they've been together forever. She feels like she's known him forever. Okay. And I mean, this is what I don't get. Like, of course, someone's going to be nice to you the first time that you meet. This is basically like a first date. And on a first date, I mean, yeah, you do have some bad first dates. But on a first date, normally, like, people ain't like, fuck you, bitch. They're usually nice, okay? They're usually like, oh, let me get the door for you. Oh, things like that. So, of course, they are sitting down eating a salad. He's like, can I get some salad? She picks up the salad, give it to him on her fork. That's not what we doing. We don't even know each other like that. Okay? If I don't need Christine, you said you wasn't even having sex with this nigga, but you okay with putting this nigga's bodily germs into your mouth after. I'm sorry. Anyway, Keith talks to her father, David Sr., and her brother, David Jr. He's like, just keep my daughter happy. You know, you the man. You supposed to provide. Keep a smile on her face, blah, blah, blah. Keith turns around and says, what about my smile? Now, listen. I'm not saying Keith don't deserve a smile. Oh, Keith deserves a smile to be put on his face. You know, he deserves everything that they are asking him to do with Christine. But one thing I'm going to need your ass not to do is not to say this right now. Bitch, I don't know you. See, that's my level of 0 to 100 is very, very short. So you would have said, what about my smile? And I would have looked at you and said, nigga, I don't care about you. You're not my family. The brother said, your feelings don't really count because I don't fucking know you at all, bro. Not at all. He's like, Keith is like, I'll do what I can. I can only give so. You can only give so much. That's something I love to hear. That's something I love to hear. You can only give so much. I need her to carry me. I need her to nurture me. He wants a fucking mother. He wants a mother. Keith's uncle, the cute one, gets up and does the speech, but Keith's cute uncle has big teeth. So I know that that's something that runs in the family because they then do the, the whole garter thing, which I think is so weird. I'm not trying to. Especially somebody I don't know. I don't want you all up in my dress by my pocketbook looking at me. Anyway, Jasmine and Will are dancing. Will don't know how to dance at their reception. Jasmine's family is making fun of him because that nigga is just like. Will seems like his head is much more here. Keith seemed like his head is over here. You see? Where I go. Exactly. You don't know where that nigga gonna go. But it's not here. Okay? Jasmine's father is just happy as hell that he went to Lincoln. He's like, hey, we're gonna need to get a Lincoln picture later. Okay. We can. Jasmine's brother gives the toast. Jasmine talks to Will's sister. They connect. All of these people are connecting, but it's only like a day one thing. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry. Also, they, do their little Soul Train line, and Will can't dance. I can't dance, but Will can't even move. Okay, Will was just like, but I like Will, okay? He don't say too much for me to get on his nerve. He don't say too much for him to get on my nerves. And also, he's not saying that I need to be nurtured and cared for. He is in a better position in his life. He's not going to school. He already has a job. He already has a place. He's not in the building stages of his life like Keith is. So it's not going to work out. Duh. Anyway, Stephanie and AJ, I think, have more chemistry than all of them. Although AJ is a little bit extra, but I hope AJ is an extra for life. Because I know my introverted ass. If I married AJ, I would be like, nigga, shut up. Damn. He would say one thing while we sitting there on the couch watching TV. And I'm trying to watch, let's say I'm trying to watch American Horror Story. And he just like, and I would look at him and be like, bro, if you don't shut your ass up right now. And I hope that he's not that extra. He's an extrovert, but she may be an extrovert too. or a flexivert. That's not what they call it. Bitch, I don't know the correct term. Why did Stephanie pick black bridesmaid dresses? Those are ugly as hell. That's number one. Number two, Stephanie was outside talking to her friends. He was like, I'm not going to wait. I'm going to wait for her. I'm not going to eat dinner without myself. The main perk of me getting married, he didn't say the main perk, but that's how it sounded. The main perk of me getting married is that I don't have to eat by myself anymore. And I ain't doing it. I ain't doing that no more. I'll wait till the food get cold. So she came, they ate, blah, blah, blah. He goes and he speaks to their parents, or he goes and speaks to her parents. He's like, you're making me nervous, to her father. He's like, I understand. I'll be nervous if I was marrying a complete stranger too. But they all seem to get along. Her friend asked her if they are going to have sex, and she's like, I don't know, nigga, I'm going to take it as it go. I ain't going to sit up here and be like, yay or nay. Their dance was okay. He just seems really giddy, and maybe that is good. But it all depends on Stephanie's personality, because after a while that giddy shit can start to get annoying. So if Stephanie can see the niceness of it, then it'll work out. If she can't, then she gonna flip the fuck out like I would. They all leave their receptions and they all go to these cabins or whatever. I don't think the cabins got kitchens, but I think they're all next to one another, if I'm not mistaken, or it looks like they're all next to one another, which means they probably just renting out this big ass. Wow, like that's cool. Like this big ass thing. They probably all had their weddings in like the same place, or maybe. I don't know why I'm thinking about this so much, but I just thought it was like, I just want to know the layout of the grounds. Because did they all have their weddings at the same time in different spaces of the grounds? Because that shit is cool as fuck. And now they all, go to the cabins that's right there. That shit cool as fuck. They're all in their cabin rooms. I know Keith and AJ carried their brides over the threshold. I don't know if the rest of them did because they didn't show. But, yeah, I think that's the end. Bro, that preview that they were showing throughout the season, I don't know if Kate and Luke is going to make it. The way that they were showing that, the way she started crying, I just want to do something for our anniversary. Oh, I was like, damn, girl, you... Damn. Also, Christine was in the preview was like, I don't want to cook for a nigga day in and day out. You better order Popeyes or some shit. Or break up with that nigga. Anyway, I'm done with this. If you all like this review, you can like, comment, and subscribe. You can also visit my website, AREMAC, AREMAC records.com. My name is Brielle. I make beats. I sing songs. If you like what you see, look at my fingers. Come on along. Bye.